Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Powers of the Primes Deluxe Class Swoop. The figure comes with a nice little collector card that I'm holding upside down. Nice artwork on it. On the back, he is Liege Maximo Swoop, charms his way into or out of any situation. I know that is not what everybody else is getting, or some other folks are getting different versions of that. The figure itself is very nice looking, though my figure does have some loose ball joints. Totally fixable. The figure comes with this nice big red sword, very reminiscent of his original G1 figure, and his combiner port prime armor thingy. Now, the prime armor can also fit a Titan's Returns or Titan's Master right in there. Gonna go with Scorponok again because he's easily within reach. Yep, that works. Unfortunately, it's not the same color as the rest of the figure. It's all black, which is a shame. In fact, the first four figures that are released on the deluxe class, of the four, only one of them is colored the same as the rest of the figure, and that is Dreadwinds, which is a shame. The clear piece you saw me pull out can also be a gun. This is the same, I think this is the same mold that all of them have, though the actual fist component or combiner component is not. It is different. Now, this can be pegged into his chest or pegged onto the forearms. There are these little tabs on either sides of the dual thumbs, and they will peg in just behind the eyes of the bird head or pterodactyl head, pterodon, I think. Like that. That looks supremely stupid. The figure boasts 16 points of articulation, so you can pull off a couple of interesting poses. The wings also have 3 points of articulation per wing. I'm not including that in the 16 count that I just gave you. That's simply because the wings are meant to move in the different modes. Overall, the posability is pretty okay for a deluxe class figure. Swoop's transformation into Dinosaur Mode is pretty easy. Fold up the fists into the forearms, then turn the arms so that the fist part that you just folded up is pointing forward, then fold that section up into the hips. And there are little pegs on the ends of the forearms, or the underside of the forearms, that will peg in there. Combine the feet and the legs, then fold the feet up, flip the feet around, and then line up these pegs that are at the bottom of the back of the feet with the peg holes in the back of the wings. So peg those into place. Then there are dinosaur feet on the shins. Flip them around and they will peg into the little pegs that are on the top of the thighs. And flip the dinosaur head up over Swoop's face. And here we have the Dinosaur Mode. The mouth is able to be opened. He looks like a very, very angry dinosaur chicken thing. It's not the best dinosaur mode in the world. You can pose the feet down a little bit, and you can actually have him sit on balance on your fingers, like so. And you could, if you're very, very careful, actually have him hanging upside down with a very, very thin piece of string going between these sections here. Overall, it's fine as a dinosaur mode. It's fine. You can point the head forward, though the one issue I have with the dinosaur mode is the front of the dinosaur head pops off of the rest of the robot head very, very, very easily. There's not much tension right there. One thing that's very cool about this figure is the head. So this is molded in clear plastic. There's an Autobot sticker up front and then red eyes painted on. But then the inside is painted gold. And you could see that by opening the mouth and looking inside the mouth. The entire inside is painted gold, and you get this really cool G1 look, where you've got, with the G1 figure, was a yellow piece of plastic, or gold painted piece of plastic, with clear plastic on top. They've managed to get that same look with clear plastic, just with some paint. A very, very nice touch. So for the limb modes, the actual arm mode is pretty much just flip the legs down, the robot legs, that is. Flip the feet out. Make sure everything's pegged together. Correctly, that is. And then fold the wings forward. And flip out the combiner port. And that's pretty much it. Oh, you can also then flip down the dinosaur head like that. That's pretty much it. Now, the leg mode is more interesting. So we're going to keep the head folded up. Then we will scissor the upper legs over the lower legs like so. And then combine them together. If we can get everything lined up correctly. Lift that forward. Then fold the wings forward again, or fold the wings down first, then forward, and peg the wings into these little pegs that are sticking off the shoulders. Like that. And that's it. That is the leg mode. And that is more interesting to me than the other mode. So then we can flip the... The only issue, though, is the power armor, the prime armor, doesn't work in this mode. You need a Combiner Wars foot for this to work. Before we finish, I want to show you something that's just weird to me. Now, look at this placement of the hips. You see how far forward the hips are kicked from the rest of the figure, from the rest of the abdomen? It's just odd, but if you turn the hips around, then things line up. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. It's just odd. And then, the legs get all weird. I'm wondering if that's an assembly error or I don't know. Maybe the hips just need to slide in more. Well, I thought of that and I tried it and it don't wanna... Oh, wait, it's moving. Hold on. Oh, holy moly. Wow. Okay, so there was a slight misassembly on my figure. Those hips weren't put on correctly. And if I turn them, do they... Okay, yeah. All right. So every time I turn the hips, they kick forward a little bit. Just good to know, I guess. Deluxe Class Swoop is pretty darn cool. I like him a lot. I think the paint is really good, the overall aesthetic of the figure is good, and the figure feels pretty good as well. Yes, the ball joints are a little loose, and there's that weird thing with the hips that I just fixed. So yeah, just be wary of those two things. Now, one quick thing I want to mention is about the torso. I have seen pictures of the torso being black, specifically on the back of his box, and I've seen pictures of the torso being red. Apparently, Hasbro focus tested this figure, and unanimously, kids voted for the blue. So, really happy with the blue. I like it a lot. I think it works, and I hope you do too. So, gang, what do you think of this figure? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you for watching this video review. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you loved it, please give me a subscribe. And as I always say, I'm Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.